Ow. What's up, everyone? Punchy here, back with Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 2, What's Nagashi. Last we left off, by the way, tongue's still kind of swollen, so it was sound like like that. It hasn't moved yet, so yeah. Anyway, last we left off, we found out that the police station found someone dead in a tub, like a, not like a bathtub, like an oil drum. That's what I meant, a drum. And they were cooked, not alive apparently, which I guess is some comfort, but they were strangled earlier. We don't know who it was because they couldn't figure it out. However, at the end of the extra, or the tip, they said that they found the records in the dentist, so they can match the dental records. So I feel like we're not gonna find out until it's the actual story, because that was all from the tips. So we're back to school from the What's Nagashi. Apparently, we played it off that we didn't do the cotton thing yet, or that we watched Rika's performance, so let's see how it goes. The school looked the same as always. The hours passed listlessly, and my lack of sleep took its toll. If there was a sport where people competed by sleeping, I'd be world champion right now. The trick to overcoming this sort of dangerous situation was to hold your pencil upside down. Why, you ask? So you don't draw strange patterns all over your notes while half asleep. That sounds scary because, I mean, you don't hold it exactly in front of your face, but you might, if you like put your head forward and fall forward, you might end up doing a Joker magic trick. If you were holding the pencil upside down, that wouldn't happen, would it? Bum bum bum, bum bum bum. Something that felt like an eraser hit me in the head 6 times. Ah. What was that for, Satoko? I haven't done a single thing. Who else would play a prank on me like this? Oh, it was chalk, not an eraser. Uh-oh. Angry teacher, incoming. Behind me, like a female outlaw might hold razors, was a teacher's shadow holding 3 pieces of chalk in each hand. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Neribar-kun, go and wash your face. Right. Gladly. That alone was enough to wake me up, but I flew out into the hallway, as if shoved out by the pressure exuded by the teacher's sheer power. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are falling asleep in class, but I used to fall asleep in my math class, which is weird because I like math. But my teacher used I don't know if they still use this. It seems like I feel old, but it was only in like the 2000s. The overhead projector where they'd write with like a Visa V marker, whatever it's called, and then you had to spray it, wipe it off. So I was front row, so if I fall asleep, it'd spray me in the face. It was really embarrassing and really gross. If I was going to wash my face anyway, then I would rather use the sinks out front rather than the ones in the dark restroom. Thinking that, I left the hallway and went to the entrance. The sunlight was strong. So strong you wouldn't think it was June. I turned the faucet, and with a lifeless bubbling noise, lukewarm water came pouring out. If I let it run for a few moments, would it get cold? I looked at it absentmindedly for a little while. I knew you'd choose these things, Punchy-chan. The ones out front just feel better, don't they? Mion? No cutting class now. I stuck my hands in the water to find it gotten so cold that it seemed strange it had ever been warm. I scooped it up and splashed it on my face. Once I was done, I moved out of the way and Mion did the same. Mion, how is your cold doing? You're sleepy because of the medicine, not from the lack of sleep, right? Actually, this is a secret, but after the festival yesterday, I got wrapped up in a party with my relatives were having. Mm. Were you cooking things in that party, Mion? Oh. And well, I had a bit. A bit. She made a gesture like she was tilting a cup into her mouth, which means you didn't have a cold or anything. Are you hungover? How old are you? Good question. I would actually like to know. Give me a break. I really don't feel well, you know. I suppose she'd be feeling lousy either way. Still, you treat colds and hangovers in completely different ways. I was worried over nothing, man. I guess that's just like you, Mion. Mion scratched her head, a little embarrassed. She didn't seem to be feeling well, but now that I knew it was a hangover, I didn't need to worry much. Well, you do. It would go away with time after all. Oh, but my head is really pounding so. Oops, that was weird. So the teacher told me I should go home early. You cheater? So are you going home now, Mion? Now that I looked again, Mion had her bag with her. She must have been on her way home. Yep, I feel bad about it though. I'll get some rest at home like a good girl. Sorry I can't make it to the club. Would you take over as leader for today, Punchy-chan? I don't know if that will happen. We have that unspoken rule where we don't do the club unless everyone is there, don't we? We never did it when you had to go to your part-time job, did we? Mion laughed wryly, saying we didn't need to worry about her. No matter how much fun we have, though, I think that feeling guilty about friends who can't share in it is the sign of a really fantastic friendship. You go, Punchy, in your morals. In that sense, the club Mion had created is a wonderful thing. As I thought about it, the moisture on my washed face dried up. I suppose we were talking too much. If I didn't get back to the classroom soon, I'd get in trouble. Okay, later. I'm going back. Be careful on your way home. Don't wobble into a sewer or a brook, got it? I left it at that, turned around, and started heading back to the classroom. Oh, one more thing. There's never, in Higurashi, there's never a good one more thing. Especially, I didn't notice it until now, but there's no music. And I was thinking when we were back in the classroom, like, oh, it's weird to be back in a good, like a nice, happy atmosphere. Alright. Mion stopped me, and I turned my head to listen. What's up? This may sound weird, but don't think too hard about it, then don't say it. Well, that depends on what it is. Oh no, it's the pause. Oh. Jesus Christ. Last night, near the end of the festival, did you see Tomotage-san or Takano-san anywhere? I suddenly tensed up. You know, Tomotage-san and Takano-san, right? You remember, Punchy-chan, when the four of you were talking during setup the day before? If I could, I wanted to forget about sneaking to the storehouse that night as soon as possible. So, hearing the names of the people I was with at the time really got me. Besides that, though, why was Mion asking me a question like that? I ended up staring at her, unable to answer immediately. Was she asking to see if I'd seen them or not? Or was she asking the question knowing that I had? I couldn't tell. Well, maybe? I might have seen them around. I don't know. My vague response was clearly not to Mion's liking. What answer was she expecting from me? There was no way for me to know. I see. Then one more question. On the same night, did you see Shion? My heart leapt into my throat again. The tiny needles buried underneath Mion's words pricked into me. Didn't you ask me that yesterday? I think I told you that I wasn't sure if I had or not. Did you? Oh shit, there it is! Sorry. I'm playing, because I didn't get a chance, because I was really busy, so I had to record this late at night. I had dropped off my sister somewhere, and her boyfriend picked her up. So now I'm home alone at night. Oh, this is rough. Did you? I guess I just thought I'd get a different answer if I asked you again. I suddenly noticed something in Mion's eyes. Something indescribable. I think that it took out the shine. Oh god. Don't get close. Do not get close. Tomitake-san and Takano-san. Ch.2. She was asking me about them. There was no doubt about it. Last night, the four of us snuck into the ritual storehouse. She knew everything. So what? There's not really a curse anyway. That's right. You and Shin and Takano-san said yesterday during the festival that there was no curse. And that rather than a curse, it was the doing of the villagers. My blood curdled. Mion was, almost without a doubt, aware that we snuck into the storehouse. It was nothing strange. I screwed up bad flipping on the light switch last night. If Mion had been searching for me, it was simple to imagine that she had seen the momentary light and come to find out what was going on. No. If you come back, don't be close. Okay. At least she's got the shine back in her eye. Did you really not see her? Why are you so intent on knowing if I did or not? It's not important. It's just that there are some people who are speaking poorly of Tomitake-san, Takano-san, Shion, and you, Punchy-chan. I didn't really hear what they were saying, though. Unpleasant sweat dripped down my arms, and the sound of it hanging my finger... The sound of it? Jeez! How loudly can you sweat? The sound of it hanging from my fingertips was so annoyingly loud. I don't believe that you were doing something bad. I just wanted to ask a bit about it, so I did. Sorry for making you uncomfortable, okay? I found myself unable to reply. My reaction must have made it obvious what the truth was, and yet I couldn't explain myself. Punchy-chan, you weren't with Tomitake-san, Takano-san, or Shion, right? Yeah. I finally wrung an answer between ragged breaths. Mion's expression softened a little. That's good. I'll have to tell them. You weren't involved in anything bad, Punchy-chan, so I'll make sure to tell everyone. Yeah, please do. Tell them I wasn't doing anything bad. To everyone. Make sure. Everyone. Who is everyone? Okay, later. I'll be better tomorrow. Bye-bye. Wait, Mion! What did you mean by everyone? Just then, a freezing cold hand touched the back of my neck. Uh-oh. Hey! You're late, Meibar-kun. How long does it take you to wash your face? It was the teacher. I was taking so long she came out to get me. I'm sorry, I was just speaking to Mion. I turned around, but Mion had crossed through the schoolyard without me realizing it and was now standing at the gate. Come back to your studies. Quickly now. The teacher was being insistent. We returned to the entrance. I looked back one more time, and Mion was nowhere in sight. Woo! It's starting. It really is starting. It's the first, like, I don't know what to call it. For with Rena, I called it the, like, I was like, I just assumed it was like what do you call it? Like I was gonna say genetic. A mental thing. Like, she had two personalities, and so it came out. That's just what I assumed. But I guess looking back at it now, it's... I don't know. Like, if the curse is real and everything, I would say it influence of Oishiro-sama's curse. And that's how we can see it, because, like he said, there's something different about the eyes. Unless they lose the shine, and they get crazy. Punchy, you haven't seemed well all day. It's clearly because you had far too much fun yesterday. I don't want to be told that you were the one who got lost. Your face was all red and you were nearly crying. Satoka-chan was so cute last night. Oh. My friends did their best to try and cheer me up, but it didn't lighten my mood. Was it far worse than I thought? Had I really done something that was terrible last night? These thoughts remained with me for the rest of the day. Oh jeez. Yeah, take care of yourself, Punchy. Bye, Punchy-kun. See you tomorrow. By the time I realized it, I was in the front of my own house. Mii-chan had a cold, right? Could you have a cold too, Punchy-kun? Could you? Huh? I'm fine. I may look scrawny, but I'd never miss school because of a cold. Both you and Mii-chan didn't look so good today, though. Thanks for worrying about me. I'm fine. Idiots don't catch colds, remember? Rena smiled, then waved to me and left. Whoo! With my shoulders bobbing up and down from breathing heavily, I entered the house. As soon as I got back in, Mom called out to me. What? Punchy? I'm sorry, but could you go to the library and return a few books for me? Huh? I don't feel like it. Your dad and I have to wait inside the house for a phone call right now, so we can't leave. I need to return them today. Could you please do it? Oh, Mom, if you only knew. Sheesh. Did it have to do with Dad's job? No point in arguing if they bring that up. I guess so, but I don't know where the library is. Oh, you don't? It's a little bit past Okinomiya Station. Just then, the phone rang. My parents' faces immediately turned grim. Mom snatched up the receiver. Hello, Mayor Barr speaking. I'm sorry? Yes, he is right here. Then she thrust the receiver at my face. It's for you, Punchy. Don't take too long, okay? I tried to ask who it was from, but asking the person on the phone directly would be faster. Hello? Ah, this is Sonozaki. Well, the younger one. Hello. Do you have time to talk right now? It was Shion. The older sister had a hangover today, but the younger made no reference to it. Shion? I thought you'd be sleeping in today with a hangover, same as Mion. What? Mion had a hangover? That's so like her. She laughed warmly, but Mom glared at me, silently telling me to finish up. Whoops, sorry, my parents are waiting for an important call, so I can't talk for long. What do you need? There's something I wanted to talk to you about, but if we can't talk long, I guess that's that. You sound a little disappointed. What would Shion want to talk to me about? Now I was interested. Then how about we meet up in person? If you could show me where the library is too, that would be great. You mean the public library near the station? Yeah, that's fine. I'd go past there on my way to work anyway. Okay. And you know where I usually meet up with Mion? At that intersection with where the small path from the Sonozaki house splits. Oh, Punchy-chan. Did I not tell you? I don't live at the main house. I live in Okinomiya. I think she did tell us that, that's why I knew. If we could meet by the ticket machines at Okinomiya Station, that would be great. Main house? Living in Okinomiya? Now that you mentioned it, it always seemed like the Sonozaki sisters weren't communicating. They live in different houses? Gryffindor and Hufflepuff? No, one of them is Slytherin, definitely. Also, now that she mentioned it, Rena said she'd never met the younger sister, despite going over to play sometimes. Let's meet at the station then. I'll go there right away. Bye. I set the receiver down and Mom immediately thrust a large pile of library books in my face. 6 volumes of long-form mystery novels. Mom had her own hobbies. Thank you, Punchy. Be back by nightfall. Got it. Okay, going. I suppose I'd change my clothes and grab my bike key. I climbed the stairs to my bedroom. Okay. You know what? It's not exactly 20 minutes, but I'm gonna be recording a second one today, so we're gonna continue on to this. But for this one, I'm gonna stop right here. Woo-wee! So, Okinomiya, cursed ridden Mion has finally appeared. I was wondering when we get to that point, because, I mean, I say it's been a while, but I know it's been a while because I was absent for a long time. So, like the recording. I don't know how long it's been, but there was a large gap in the recordings. But it feels like it's been so long since we saw Shion working. Seems like ages ago. Well, Punchy's starting to go downhill into this whole mystery. It'd be interesting to see, because we saw like flashes of Mion in her, let's say, like I'm just gonna refer to it as like curse form, because I don't understand like if a whole town village can have the same like mental cue or mental, I don't know, trauma. I don't know what the heck it is. I'll just call it the curse form. I mean, before things happen at the end of chapter 1 arc. Alright, I'm invested, I'm interested, it's nighttime, it's creepy. Let's go to the next recording. I'll see you guys there. Have a good night. Bye-bye.